Okay, you're ready, I'm ready. Talk boxing. Over the weekend, 320, Artur Beterbiev. The fight went how I really thought that fight was going to go, but we're going to talk about that fight as well as the co-main event. Pavel defeating Azubek for the silver super middleweight WBC title. For those who tuned into the weekend picks and predictions, you'll see that this fight was one I really talked about. Not because I know who the fighters were, but for the simple fact of I'm a boxing junkie, and this is what we do right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Myself, Mr.A. I'm just the host of your show. We talk about the belts, and we talk about the rankings 1 through 15. So for those who are new to the show, the new boxing junkies who are just walked into the rehab center, sign in at the front desk whenever you feel comfortable and join the rest of us boxing junkies. Now the silver title, I'm a junkie. I like the belts. It's for those who don't care for the belts. If you tune into this show, you will hear a lot of belt talking. So, and you junkies who are used to it, you love it. The silver title, I said my perfect examples of silver champions are Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Miguel Cotto, Liam Williams, Liam Smith. Good fighters who beat domestic and European levels, but when they face the elites, they just don't cut it. But, they're highly competitive. Maybe even, you can say Anthony Durrell, former champion, but right now he's probably a silver, a high-class silver, but you kind of get the idea where I'm going. And John Ryder, I think, is a nice silver champion. Now, again, I had no idea who they were. What caught my eye was the silver title on the line. Then hey, set 6-0 versus 13-0. I checked that fight out. Then once I seen the picture, I kind of remember I seen a fight or two of Azubek, so it was interesting. Now when the fight happened, boy was I pleasantly surprised. Now Pavel definitely looked like a silver champion. He looked good, had some very good unorthodox switching back and forth, doing enough movement to keep the heavy-handed, the heavy puncher Azubek off, kept resetting his feet, kept him off balance. Now in the later rounds, as the Pavel tired, the flat-footed hard swinger shots were able to land a little more, but for the most part, the movement. Again, I'm Mr.A. My addiction in this rehab center is ring generalship. My favorite fighter is Aries and Andy Lara. So anyone who got some uses of the ring and some movement, some switching, I like. So I liked what Pavel showed me. Definitely, like I said, by the WBC, he was ranked number 37. He just beat number 4. Now, is he barely going to crack the 15? Where there's Carlos Gongora, Gabe Rosado, number 13 is Jürgen Breitner, 12 is Ari Yerim. He beat Ari Yerim in the amateurs. He beat number 7 Vladimir Shishkin twice in the amateurs. So, and again, he just beat number 4 with a history of beating number 7 and 12 in the amateurs. A nice little surprise, could he be a diamond in the rough? But he looked like a perfect example of what a silver champion is. Is he a Sean Porter, Miguel Cotto, like a fighter? Of course, silver champions also have a top 5 tier as well, but he's in that category. So keep an eye out for him. I will. I'll watch him. So we'll see where he goes from here. Now, moving on to the main event, the Artur Beterbiev defeating Dienes. I really didn't. The fight was entertaining because of the performance of Dienes, but the fight went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Like, again, if you did listen to the predictions, I thought Dienes had the hand speed and the punches to give Arthur a real good problem. My only question was he going to believe he can do it. And we saw with his movement and his hand speed of countering, he was picking Arthur off. You know, he had Beterbiev just basically where he wanted him. It just that fear of that power of sometimes what was coming back. But when he did decide to come, like Andre Ward, when he was committing to his offense, the offense was there. You know, it's not like his defense was bad. It just Beterbiev does hit hard as fuck. And but they did raise a very interesting question. Seeing how Adam was able to get his shots off and land clean, land very clean. What can happen if Beterbiev is pushed backwards? Because he seemed to have hit him. He seemed to have hit Arthur and was able to kind of like just freeze him and freeze him in his tracks. Now, what if they said, what if that was Joe Smith hit, pushing him backwards? Very interesting, but I know, and a lot of people are saying the ring rust, the layoff. Can you judge that performance on that? Would you? I'm gonna say no. I'm. What I saw was the Beterbiev I expected to see. I didn't see nothing else, because that's what I thought Adam was gonna be able to give him a hard time. For this boogeyman and great amateur and historic career this guy has. I understand he's older now, and his reflexes might be off a little bit and all that, but he wasn't that type of fighter to begin with. He wasn't like, oh, he's going to slip your punches and give you a hard counter. He's going to move at the waist and do all this, where a 1.5 year layoff will affect that type of fighter. Someone who depends on reflexes and fast twitch muscles and all that stuff. You've seen him. He came in shape. And when he wanted to, he was able to turn. He was able to switch the gears when he wanted to. Was his stamina off? Again, I'm gonna seriously question that, because this was like his first fight in his home country in a long time. I don't think he's not gonna come in shape. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I thought that what we saw is Artur Beterbiev. That's the best version of that. That is who he is right now. You know, and I think the reason why he looked a little off was the ring movement of Adam Dienes, the countering. So going into this fight, I questioned how him and Joe was gonna go. I still think that's a little 50-50 fight. I lowered Joe's chances just a little bit. I lowered it maybe about. I favor Beterbiev now 51-49%. I favor Joe like about 60-40 going into it, but I think he still could do it. But I definitely think Bivol could beat him. I definitely go 60-40 Bivol. Power, I give anyone a chance, but I definitely favor Bivol over Beterbiev now. Seeing what Adam could do with that movement and the counter, oh yeah, I got Bivol over Beterbiev any day. Twice on Sunday. Thank you for your time and support. This is the Double RT's Boxing Show.